Salam, this is Joan. It's my July 2025 tape that explains what I'm doing with my prayers, the progress I'm making. It's going to cover my personal goals and community ones and describe some of the difficulties I'm experiencing. I'm going to start with a prayer. I got it from MuslimMatters.org. Allah, you are in control. Please send angels and overcome our oppressors. We are forced to eat pork and drink alcohol, compelled into false marriages. Keep us strong in faith and save our children. Our enemies plot, but you are the best of planners. Free us of torture. Give back what belongs to us. Reunite our families. Render our enemies' weapons useless. The one who wears the hijab or head covering, please protect. Protect all believers. Protect our dignity. Raise believers. Give us freedom from evil abusers. At the time, I didn't realize other Muslims were having problems. I thought maybe it was mostly me, but it explained on this webpage that it is a global dua, and it was published by, it's Hena, Hena Zuberi, Zuberi. It explained that in Yemen there's famine and hunger, in Bangladesh disease, the Hindus are going through torture, and in India they're being attacked. So I just I'm going through all those also. I'm appreciative of a prayer, and we're all supposed to say Amen or we agree. It used the word stop Zulm. I had never heard of that. Zulm is just injustice, and is a prayer for all those that are persecuted. So as far as personal goals, I decided it would be protecting religious people. I wanted to mention I need help making inventions that I've come up with, and I wanted to continue to work on Aaron's Law. I did want to say that the last tape I made discussed political laws that are starting in October that will help. But Aaron's Law is still needed because children need the training when they're exposed on how to handle it directly. It exposed to sexual abuse or an abusive person, and it's difficult to understand when it's happening to you, how bad it is, and who to report it to, especially if it's a family. And it has to do with reactions from your parents. Also, even to this day as an adult, I struggle with when someone has behavior beside me that I don't want them to do, just telling them to stop, how to do that the right way. So I think Aaron's Law would be really helpful to the community. Then as far as public goals, I wanted to put more thought into which new society we want politically, as far as clothes, speech, marriages, crime and punishment, who we give help to, money, food, weapons, clothes, and then discuss how I've been going through anti-Semitism and that I've filed a claim with the North Florida legal system. I had a bunch of paperwork ready to give them, and my bag of my property was removed, so I don't have those papers anymore. I've been going through housing problems that are putting me into the street, which I never experienced before. It's really scary. I also was recently electrocuted. I woke up to it. I didn't know why. It was about a 10 of a 10 with problems. When I attempted to stand up, I couldn't. I grabbed a hold of the door frame, and because someone else was in the room and appeared not to be going through the shocking, I started to fear that it was not just that I was having a heart attack or a stroke, but it was serious. And then ask, how can we handle oppressors when we're directly exposed and alone, and then how to join the right group. There are 72 Islamic sects, and also, what else? It said, everything in my life is getting worse. I was just recently fined for my housing, but they're not giving me the income to pay it. And the property that they took the other day, I had called ahead, told them I was in an emergency room, and they said, well, it might get taken, but they would try to hold it for me. Well, it had the legal papers and medicine that I needed, which is expensive. And then I thought I needed to make a list of people to turn to for help that I trust in. I was going to ask the community to help me find out who is behind all the harm I've experienced. There are 6 acts of violence. Some are the Tallahassee Community Police reports I've filed. Theft, things have been taken. One was a Muslim garment, a long sweater. I saw someone wearing a similar one, and because they're mass produced, you can't assume that it's yours, but it was a family I had married into having an event, and I saw it there. The strangulation, of course, I know who did that, but I'm not sure how to get it fixed when I'm oppressed. And who to turn to for tutors or a mentor that can help you rise, because I'm supposed to be going through that. I did learn a new term. I knew about fasting, and maybe I had heard this term before, but it's SAWN, Psalm. Also, that injustice, the word ZULM is also ZALIMEEN. So I hope you will respond to the tape.